This is a walkthrough on how I solve 7x7 Rubik's Cubes. You'd be leaving the corners as they are, and you'd be building edges using these sections, and then you'd be building centers using these sections. So that's what I'm gonna do for each side, and once I get through that process, I'll actually start solving it like a 3x3. Though I would say at least 90% of the solving is just turning this into a 3x3. So let's get started. So yeah, now I kind of have these two bars down, and what I'm going to try to continue to do is build more of these bars. And once I continue building these bars, it should end up becoming one center. And then I'll do this on each individual color. And once I'm able to do that, I'll have the relative structure of a 3x3. After that, I'll have to build out the edges, meaning I'll have to parse through each one of these edges and then build 3x3 edges out of these. Okay, now I have this center built, this white center built, and then now I'm probably going to try to build up the yellow center, and at one point I'm going to use commutators, which are like pretty simple algorithms just to switch individual pieces to kind of finish off these center pieces that I'm trying to build. And differently from inserting these white bars, you have to do, I would say it's smart to move this piece up, rotate it twice, and then move it down so it could actually insert. If I didn't do that, so let me just move this out to show you. So here I have the white center. If I were to just move the yellow center in, creating these two bars, the white center would be completely smashed. So what's logical is moving this up, so connecting it in, and then rotating it twice so you have these unsolved pieces, and then you reinsert it. And now it actually creates these two yellow bars. So yeah, to insert this into here, I'm not just gonna simply move it up because then the entire white bottom will be smashed. So what I will do is actually move this yellow bar into the same section where this yellow bar is supposed to be. Then I reinsert it. Now that this is created, the white center is still intact. And I just continue doing this. Same thing applies here. Move it up, move it down. Now this is created and this is completely fine. Okay, so I got yellow and I got white. Now I have to continue building through these side edges, which will be a long traverse. I got the orange center down, yellow's down, white is down. Whew, now I have to keep on building blue, and then red, and then green here. Sorry about that. The storage on my phone timed out because I had a 1-hour video of me playing music. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Yeah, so for example, if I wanted to get this bar right here up in here, I would move this twice to line it up and then reconnect this, and now it will create this internal section. And then from there, I'll just continue. Okay, so I just finished the blue side. Now I have the orange center, the white center, the yellow center, and the blue center. Yeah, now I have to figure out a way to just swap pieces in between these two layers, just to kind of build these two centers. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I basically got all the centers down. Kind of like seclude them. We got this center down, this center down, and this center down. And we also got all these centers down. So now kind of my whole game plan is trying to make singular piece edges out of these. And then from there, it will be simplified into a simpler solve, into a 3x3 Rubik's Cube, which should be significantly easier to solve up there. So now this is a lot of like manual labor, doing every single one of these edges. But once I'm done fixing all of these edges, I'll be able to actually start, I guess, building the entire cube up and solving it. Okay, so I finished, yeah, from what it looks like, I finished each edge. And now I'm just gonna finish this off. Oh my god. It's been like 15 minutes of solving, probably, maybe 20 minutes. Okay, I got this down. Then we put this in. And then we simply insert this. Okay. And there you have it. This is the completed 7x7 cube.